A new type of light multiple rocket launcher has been developed by NATO. This weapon poses a threat to the security of our nation. The PMC and its shareholders consider this a matter of utmost importance. As part of Team W1, your objectives are: locate the high-mobility artillery rocket system, gather military intelligence on the system, reach the extraction point. Under no circumstances can the involvement of PMC be revealed. In the event of an emergency, the squad commander is authorized to initiate liquidation procedures. Proceed with extreme caution.
What was that? Our helicopter. How long have I been unconscious? We saw a house nearby while flying.
Whiskey 111, this is Mission Control. Are you okay? There was an accident. We saw other members of your team eject too. So far, we have been unable to reach them. There appears to be a house not far from your location to the north. Just follow the road. Once at the house, wait for further instructions. We need to ascertain if we can still salvage this mission. Remember your tactical helmet. It transmits vital data to us and logs all our communications with you. Review these at any time from the intelligence menu.
Welcome to Tran Blaze Vorax Demo. The HUD itself starts out as orange. That's a little hard to see against the backdrop of tan colors. When you have your helmet on, the world's a little more tan. And the helmet itself lasts maybe, 4 in-game hours. So that's not particularly long. I don't really like the helmet system. A HUD exists so that a player knows what his character is feeling because he only has access to eyes. When you limit a game to access to those eyes, you're effectively reducing a human being's player senses to nothing but eyes. 248 is the password to the shed. And this gun here, there's 2 handguns that I found. This gun here has fewer bullet capacity, but more damage. Now, you might first, when you start the game, you might first feel like you should run around and collect wood and all that stuff, but what you really need to do is head to the house towards your objective. So that way you can get a backpack upgrade. Right now, this is all you can carry. With a backpack upgrade, you can carry 3 more roads. Additionally, you'll have the ability to charge your helmet. Because without your helmet, this is what you're playing with, and you can't even tell if the item is interactable other than knowing it. Like this one, I know it's interactable because it's bright orange and bright green. But for example, there are rocks and feathers in the dirt here, which you might not be able to see. If I go ahead and flip it back on, you can see that, oh, look, there's feathers right behind those flowers. Some bushes look very plain, and all these bodies will have zombies eating them at night. Zombies in this game run. Great. Outpace them, I don't know. There's the house over there. This entire area is... Nope, I'm not gonna outpace them because I'm gonna fight. Let me harvest them. That's the house over there. This entire area is just one giant crater. The playable area. There's more stuff in the area besides the house, but your first order business really should be get to the house. Marigolds are great because they will give you health. Rocks less so, and you can only carry 5 rocks per stack, and they're very heavy. Not only does this game limit you and then inventory Tetris, but it also limits you in weight. So if you pick up a lot of rocks, you might want to start dropping them, or you won't be able to find yourself carrying many things. Now, I haven't figured out if there's a way to win the demo yet. I can survive the house, though. That's no problem.
We are analyzing the images your helmet sends us. Inspect the house. The drone saw a survivor take refuge inside. Perhaps a soldier. Look for him. He may have useful information on the location of the missile launcher.
Alright, so plug all the fuses in. Then you activate this panel and figure out how to get everything lit up. I always like to work from the outside with these kind of puzzles. Then you flip on the Eternal Lights lever and you're good. The game has a lot of problems with letting items fall to the floor, in that often things will fall through the floor. There's no take all keyboard button, but you can close your open screen with the interact button.
Is someone there? Over here, behind the door. Oh, who are you? Are you okay? Listen, we don't have much time. They are going to eat you alive if you don't do exactly as I say. Barricades, ammunition, explosives. Get yourself ready, kid. It's going to get real ugly as soon as the sun goes down. I'm trapped in this door. You need to do this on your own. In this place, the walls have eyes. You have to destroy those eyes.
The passage of game time is still passing even when you're listening to them.
The mutations you have seen so far in fauna, flora, even in humans, there may be a link with this creature the Sergeant talks about. Our science team is worried that it may morph further into something aggressive. It seems protected by some barrier, but you have to find a way to eliminate it.
Quick. There's no auto sort button, so I'm just going to shove all the edibles into this fridge for easy finding in the future. And then we'll put the raw meat in the freezer, which is on the bottom. I've never seen a fridge like that, but that might be a thing in some parts of the world. Then we'll start shoving other stuff in other cabinets. Let's see, herbs in this one for now. Cloth and rope, and this one. Others, we'll take the other back. Put in M9. That has better magazine capacity. One of the things we'll have to do is I won't be able to save the game. Well, I mean, I can, but the save does work, probably for normal people. But on my computer, when I reload the world, I fall through the world because it hasn't finished loading yet. So for me, saving is an issue. Yeah, inventory does not stack when you're putting things in. You can't even move it around. You have to collect it all and then shove it back in, even if it would normally make one stack. Alright, we're gonna go and start heading out. I know I haven't looted the whole house yet, but this is fine. I really just needed to get the energy charging. I need 1 scrap metal, in fact, at least. We're gonna go make a bow now. Find a strong, sturdy bush that can give me branches. This is more likely to give me rope. If you don't pick up the branches fast enough, many of them will fall through the world. Now, my character has this giant wobbly thing, I feel like. So once I get a bow, that's the greatest advantage of having a bow, is your character no longer wobbles as much. See, we need cloth. Left in the house, unfortunately. Let me go back and get it. Nighttime. Monsters will begin about 20:30. And they start burning to death around 6 o'clock or so. Alright, make a tactical weapon and an ammunition. Want at least 6 arrows, so that's a good start. You can see here that normally these 2 stacks of nails would stack up, but not right now. The bow, my character no longer staggers quite so much. That wasn't a stack of arrows, or that wasn't a stack of nails, that was a stack of arrows, but the point still holds, even if it was nails. This does 8 arrows. It looks very similar. You have to double click so fast. There we go. You notice that there's no wobbliness. It's actually much more palatable to watch. To read, I suppose. Now that we've done that, we're going to go get a shotgun. The treehouse over there will want to investigate. In the bottom left, you have your health, your stamina, your current thirst level, your current hunger level, and your stability or courage meter. In most games, it'd be called sanity. Sprint function was a little bit funky. I guess it didn't save properly. Now you can get most of your arrows back. Some of them will just fall through the world. In this case, I got 1 out of my 2 shots back. In the current build of the game, these dogs will not notice you as long as you're being stealthy. There's 1 on each flank of the door. You can tell your target has died when your reticle turns red. And you can't shoot between the posts. That's all of them. That's why I wanted about 6 arrows. There's 4 metal grids in the house. You'll find 2 here, for a total of 6 metal grids to cover 3 doors. Be in this direction. Don't see it right now. Generally, it's on the hill. Probably too close to the hill to see it. There it is. +1 clear water on the boy's corpse. Stay in the treehouse. We built it together. Of course you'll be safe up there. And please don't go near the barn to get the gun. Stay safe. It'll all be over soon. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and head back to the house. There. Try making some more arrows while we're out. In the top right, you can see the battery life of your helmet. Now, there's two kinds of flashlights in this game. The helmetless flashlight is actually better, but as long as your helmet has batteries, even if you're not using the helmet at the moment, like if I have it like this, as long as your helmet's using batteries, when you are toggled on with your flashlight, that will drain your helmet faster, I believe. And it's darker and it flickers when it gets low on energy. But when your helmet is completely out of energy, you still have a flashlight. That might be changed in the future to not exist. But when your helmet has no energy and you use your flashlight, it's a lot stronger. It doesn't flicker or anything like that. We are halfway, so maybe we'll stop by the lumber yard on the way. Should be in this direction. Maybe I passed it over. I think I passed it. So we'll go and drop off some supplies, and then we'll go back out and get the lumber. Although this house is infested, it's safer than what's outside. We'll go and use the door metal barricade, and we'll start putting some things in there, just to use up our resources. We'll sort this out better later, but I just want to keep moving while it's daytime. I'll probably throw the branches on the floor, but right now I just need to keep moving. So, short branches. Oh, here we are. Short branches, good. And it's going to take water. It's going to drink up a little. Let's head to the lumber yard. I know that there is a chainsaw, and I've gotten the chainsaw. I still can't make planks. Again, this may be because it's an alpha, but currently in the Steam forums, they say that you just need a chainsaw to make planks. I mean, I can chop down a tree. I can turn the tall log into logs, but I can't do anything with the logs. I have already tried building traps as well. I have not tried building log holders, because I don't think that will turn them into planks, but for all I know, that might be what I need to do. So our next objective is head to the lumber yard. I've wandered around at night a few times, actually every night, because I don't feel like sitting in the base doing nothing. And as far as I know, it might just be a coincidence that I get detected around there, but as far as I know, the enemy always seems to be charging at me in the lumber yard. So we'll do this during the day. Man, 3 arrows, I didn't get any of them. I got 2 of them back, but that's about it. There's some logs there, plywood. I'll take these wooden planks. Now that we have a fuel canister, we'll head back to the truck. Is over there. There's the treehouse we were at earlier. I probably could have done this a little more efficiently, but I also have to worry about my inventory weight. Okay. Thought I killed you, but maybe I made you fly away? The number in parentheses is how much is left. For example, if I picked up 1 feather, I now have 5 feathers left in my inventory. Okay, there's a shed. I'm not sure which direction that shed is in. It might be in this direction. This is another pickup item. Looking for the button that is my axe. Axe is 5, bow is 4, pistol is 2. Need short branches and feathers. I don't really need the long branches. I think this is not the way to the shed. Do I have room to pick up anything? Yeah, a little bit. The game seems to be able to persistently keep track of the object you've dropped, as long as it hasn't dropped through the world. But I really need our feathers, not rocks. I'll probably just drop the rocks. You can see that the rocks fell through the world. They seem to consistently do that. Okay, there's the shed. I recognize it from the trail of blood. I haven't optimized my strategy. I play enough of the demo to figure out what I want to talk about and how I want to show as if you were going to play along and learn the game with me. We'll read these pages once we get back into the house. Right now it's a loot time. Woo, good thing I didn't lose the can. It has happened. Alright, I think I have everything I need on the surface world. There's still a sewer system, as well as the house. So our options are 1, spend the night in the sewer system exploring it, clearing it out. Or 2, spend the night defending the house after, to progress the plot of the game. Or 3, spend the night in the woods to collect more herbs and stuff. We'll probably do a combination of 1 and 2. I will probably stay put, defend the house, and then once I'm done with that plot progression, we'll go downstairs to clear the sewers. Enemy zombies are a good source of income. You can kill them for food and drink. Not that you're eating them, but that they are carrying things all the time. You need feathers, not rocks. And I wouldn't be able to see them at all if I didn't have my helmet on. Of course, everything is kind of tinted a little bit. But still, without the little green arrow, I wouldn't notice in the foliage. Over here, you can hold E if you have an empty glass bottle, which you can try to make right now. Let's go ahead. One of the milestones I like in a survival game is if it doesn't eat the container that you're using, such as I drank the water, I keep the bottle. I can refill the bottle. That's how bottles work. Okay, now let's go ahead and place another metal barricade. Just throw our planks down. Free up some room. Now, you may feel that I have enough pots here, but pots seem to get consumed sometimes. It may be when you're cooking meat. I haven't exactly figured it out, but I know I ended up with less pots than I had before. Let's see, contaminated water, keep that separate. Plants. Figure more about which plants are what in a minute. We still just gotta go around collecting as much as we can before nightfall. And that's it there. grab these so I can stack them. Alright, get rid of the poisonous berries. First, we'll put the belladonna in that. Drop off that. Animal skins. Let's go ahead and start crafting a bunch of arrows. 7's not a bad number. Okay, and you can't do anything with these shelves, books, or anything like that. Let's go ahead and put that up, and we'll go ahead and continue work on the barricades. Put the fuel canisters. Actually, we're gonna have this one be the solitary one, and this one be this too. As far as I know, the game only cares if you're carrying a can on you, but you still have the fuel at all times. I'll use putting that plank in for right now, because I need to grab it back out if I wanted to stack it with these. And did I clear everything out in the basement? I think I did. Oh, there's some wire that I left. Remember, I closed that, by the way, but so they always keep opening. You can also flip on all the lights in the house, which can be useful if you're looking for enemies. So I will go ahead and do that. That beeping is the game's way to let me know that my helmet is ready. There's a future phone call that will happen, and you'll miss it, and you won't even be able to replay it while you're talking to this guy later. That sucks. Here to play the wire to that one, you need to apply the nails. Okay, all the stuff is set up. I just need to hammer into existence, which we'll do when we're about to defend. I don't want to do that right now, so I'd like to be able to walk in and out of the house. Keep throwing stuff in. Nails, also nails. It's fine. That for now. I don't need to carry the chainsaw. Don't put up your chainsaw if you put any fuel in it. When you put things up, its durability drops to 0, or fuel drops to 0. So, like for example, this rusty hatchet has 94.3% durability. I'm going to go ahead and toss it in now. Close it. Open it up, and it's now at 0%. One swing will destroy it. It could actually just get destroyed. Okay, well, I didn't need it anymore, which is why I was willing to risk it. Because I have this normal hatchet, not rusty. Yeah, for the chainsaw, don't if you fill it up, don't I'll hold on to that. I don't want to risk more stuff. Alright, anyways, that kind of... I wasn't actually expecting it to get disintegrated. I knew it was bad, but I didn't realize it was just going to die on me. Because I've broken my hammer before, but I got my hammer back, obviously, when I was using it. Okay, let me think here. Let's go ahead and search the house, I suppose. Swap those two. I'd rather have that act on forward button. You don't actually need to have the hammer equipped. Can I put a knife in that slot? Yeah. The hammer takes up more space, though. I don't know what the knife is for. It doesn't really... I say knife because you need a hammer in your possession to hammer things into existence. You're not allowed to do that without it. Well, I don't know if the knife helps you do anything, because I was able to skin and harvest animals without it. Every one of these cracks, pay attention to. You'll need that when nighttime appears. There is no cracks in this main bedroom where you can save. Again, I won't be saving. At least I probably won't. I won't be relying on it. I'll go ahead and save just in case, but I won't be relying on saves because I follow through the world when I load the game. Now, your mileage may vary. It might just be a me thing. Lucy, if I survive, I owe it only to the desire that I so strongly feel of seeing you again. Can't do anything with these. This is the main way I will enter. You're using this rope down here. It's a defaultly placed rope, meaning that it's part of the world. Make sure that I didn't miss anything. Not a particular fan of having to open every drawer, but I can understand that gives you more inventory slot, since each drawer has the exact same capacity. Still, I'm not a huge fan of that. I'd rather just be, you search the cabinet. There you go. Left cabinet door did not have anything, but right cabinet door had a medkit. Alright, I think we have looted the whole house. Alright, let me think here. I guess it's time to start organizing. I don't know. Actually, there's a couple more things to do. Let's go ahead and just chuck everything into these cabinets for the time being. Again, I will really organize these things later. That might also be part of the factor why I couldn't load the game properly, because I have so many things loaded into the map. Who knows? Also, I did build an animal skin shelter once to see if I could save. Did not let me save. Let's see if my character gets some food. Time passes even when you're in your inventory, probably because they want to set this up for multiplayer later. This bottom bar is your mental concentration. Basically, that determines how well your character aims. We'll go to this shed in the back. I need with my fuel canister. Another reason why I wanted the one fuel canister by itself was so that I could carry it without having much weight. Oh, did I not pick it up? Oh yeah, I did. It's in the top left. I have gotten to weight capacity generally when carrying things like planks and such. Grab as much fuel as we can. There's only 10 in it. Padlock, 248. Doesn't matter how you click on it, you just need to click on it, because you don't get to decide whether it cycles up or down. I try to be leery about collecting items that I don't have room for, because I don't want it to fall through the world, but it looks like I can carry a few more than 10. 16. That's make a perfect stack. Nope. Don't let anyone go into that mouth. Eyes grow back otherwise. There's a mouth right here. Zombies will try to enter that mouth and then regenerate the boss, who you have to destroy by defeating the eyes. My son has disappeared. He's 11-year-old with brown hair. I'm writing these 2 lines before going out to look for him again, aware of the risks I'm running to. My wife should be inside the house, hidden somewhere. Dear Lord, let someone make sure to protect them if anything happens to me. About 5 more in-game hours. Get everything prepared for night. Now, it's not particularly, I mean, it is somewhat dangerous, but if you're a gamer, you should be able to handle it. There are other kinds of barricades we can use. I'd rather use this metal one for now. Only, first off, it looks cooler. I'm carrying nails on me already. And second, the barricade actually does block your shots sometimes. So they both have their value. Here's what I mean. I can shoot between these wire right now. But with this barricade, although it looks like I can have this full range to shoot through, I easily hit the sides of it, even when I'm aiming down the opening. So we're just going to use both if we can, if we have enough links for everything. Which we might. I wanted to seal everything up first. Leave that one open for now. Go ahead and close this one. We probably won't use that door. Alright, it's time to start organizing all my inventory. And make a save. I've never tried saving without the helmet. Hopefully, if I did have to load, hopefully it would not despawn my helmet or something. Okay. Start figuring things out. So this is the only right here, this what I call the back door is the only one that's open right now. So I just need to figure out how I want to sort all my inventory. We'll go ahead and take everything. Drop off logs here. As I read from left to right, I'll have the logs go from left to right. Make sure I've nailed all these doors. 7 of 9. 7 of 9. Okay. Clear these out. So there's essentially 2 main areas that you will want to defend. Basically left and right, so I'll put logs on each side. And of course some nails as well. Stack these shotgun shells together. I think I can stack 20, yeah. Make any more arrows. I need feathers, which I either used up all or put them all up somewhere. Okay, top drawer. Let's put in cloth and animal skins. Middle drawer. Let's put in metal. Bottom drawer. I don't know. How about rods? Don't really need long branches, but we'll go and stack one in there. cans. That's sort of for scraps, though I've never made one. I mean, well, you may not spend time making one. A bunch more cloth in that one. So for this one, we'll put in medical supplies. And then for this one, we'll put in herbs. We'll make stuff out of the herbs after I collect everything again. Some of the herbs are just for food, which we'll sort again in a minute. Need to condense everything first. Poisonberry, we don't really want that, so I will put that in this one. Again, the world does a pretty good job maintaining what you have dropped on the floor. So I'm wondering if maybe because I dropped so much stuff, maybe that also contributed to me not being able to load the game. Medicine. Food. Kit. Medicine. Drinks. Bottles and cans. Ammunition. Aids, gunpowder. Stack these? Yes, and I can also stack these. Let's take that in, that in, that in, that in. I can make bandages out of all that cloth. But for the time being, we're just going to hold on to it as is. Because I can still do other stuff with cloth. Nails. Okay. Fuses, bullets. Berries here, and we'll move into another cabinet somewhere. Like maybe right here. Right. Stuff I probably will never need. Right, let's see. We have 7 arrows. I would like more. I don't really need to carry nails on me. We'll go get a drink. Stack this up. I'll pick up anything that's less than max capacity. It would have just been easier for me to do take off. And we'll go ahead and start snacking. Trying to eat, but it shows you your prediction based off what your cursor was last over. Alright, what's food? Blackberries are food, blueberries are food. Everything else is for medicine. So let's start crafting some meds now. You can craft curative powder, that's my favorite. Bandages to weigh a bit. So this weighs a lot right there. You can only stack 3 of them, but you can stack something like 20 of these. So we'll first create lots of purples, as many as we can. Then we'll create as many curative powders as remaining. If I had anything left over, I would have made a red natural painkiller. Yeah. Let's go and keep that stuff on me for now, and we'll put the plants back. and heal up from the beginning of the game. Your character takes a lot of falling damage, so be very aware of that. You'll end up killing yourself or hurting yourself at least in times where you think you should have been able to take that damage. It's unlikely we'll ever need it. We'll carry 1 stack of food and 1 stack of drinks. Let's go get some arrows. I'm looking for spindly stick bushes, not these green ones. Those would generally drop quicker. I can also find herbs, which is really good, obviously. There's the barn with the dogs in it. Remember, all I really need are the short branches. And I didn't manage to get many of them before that one fell through the world. I think there were more branches, but I'm pretty sure they fell through the world there, because I don't see a green arrow. Let's go drop the pickers and branches. What I really need are feathers. Rock. I generally end up scooping a lot of rocks because I'm trying to find feathers. Stuff does respawn, so if you've cleared an area of bushes and herbs, you'll find more there if you just head back later. It's the logging yard I talked about earlier. This is where the enemy seems to be chasing me a lot. So it may just be a thing about the logging yard, or it just might be coincidence that I get caught here. Thought I saw a marigold, but it must have been the lighting. Rock. Come on, feathers. Rock. Rock. So we can see here a marigold next to the wolf I killed a long time ago. I'd like to think that I would have grabbed it on the way through. Man, I'm just not finding any feathers. Approaching the shed again. Seriously, I haven't found 1 stack of feathers yet. But it's a pretty small crater. And I have my helmet on. This is what it's normally like when you're trying to find items without the helmet. Sure, the marigolds are easy to spot, but not things like feathers and rocks. Rocks. But I want them. Rocks. Rocks. Feathers are a little easier for me to spot because they're much brighter white than rocks, but I head up to the rocks anyways just because I really, really want feathers. 8 arrows is not enough for me. I think all the short branches fell through the world. Feathers! Alright, that's a pretty good stockpile. Well, as many as, say, 3 zombies can be eating a single corpse. I imagine it's a static thing, so it'll always be the same number, and it probably repeats every night. But since there's like 2 to 3 bodies in each main field, you'll find a lot of zombies there if you start venturing around at night. I've walled off all of that side. There's 2 entrances to the sewers. This one will be the one we'll duck into once it becomes night and we finish the objective there. But for now, I think we're done. Oh, I still need to turn on lights everywhere. This will make it easier to see outside at night. Now, one of the things I have to do for recording purposes is I turned brightness all the way up to the max. I learned when I was playing Dying Light that while I can see okay when it's dark, it makes for poor recording experiences. Didn't really help much at all in here. Oh, it's in the back. So while I do have brightness set to the max, and it is easier to see considerably at night, I do know that even though it's supposed to be a horror game, I also need to have visible recording. I mean, as a video goes, if it's pitch black, it's not really much of a video. I only got 5 feathers on that trip. I got a lot of curative powders. Got some red berries. That's not a bad herb. Was it this? Oh, it was over here. That's right. My junk drawer. Arrow. Don't need to carry branches for the fight. Have any room left in here? Notice my consciousness is going down. It's the bottom bar. It goes down really fast, by the way. There's food. Actually, I wanted to carry that. That's right. Okay, let's start making sure we're ready for the fight. We'll go and consume more berries. We don't have to get hungry in the middle of the night. Your shotgun empties out when you put it back in your inventory. So you notice I get 2 shells again. So every time you re-equip it, you'll need to reload it. Your chainsaw, not so much. Remember, I'm not even carrying a fuel canister on me, but the game only cares whether or not you have the fuel canister when you are getting fuel. Be using that for our number 3. Grab these. The game has trouble. You drag items on top of other items. Alright, now we just need to wait for 2030. So I guess we can manage inventory a little bit more while we wait. For example, I might be to stack these rings. Can craft rope out of these wickers. Thus reducing another stack entirely. Those rocks out of there. Got some glass bottles. Take some cloth. Craft some Molotovs. But yeah, your helmet can't even last a full night if you have your flashlight on. I don't know if that was just a coincidence, but I really do think it drains your battery. Charge up, and I think we're ready. Okay. Oh, there's a light in here too. Yeah, it's hard to see. All right, let me think here. What was I going to talk about? Let's talk about something, but I don't remember what now. That's unfortunate. All right, well, let's take a look at our intelligence. The hammer could be useful. Barricade the outermost entrances of the house. Open the shed. Electrician. Get the power back on in the house. I did that. Find the survivor. He was in the restroom. All went wrong. That's the first one we did. Find this house. Find the shelter. Kill it. I need to kill the creature that wakes up at night, present in the house. Mission control told me that it can be dangerous. To kill it, you need to defeat all the eyes. My hotkey for chainsaw is 3. We'll be using that. No, my apparently it said 0 arrows. There we go. 1 arrow. Fortunately, the shotgun has to take the place of the chainsaw, so you can't just swap between. Same thing for the pistol. I assume a machine gun goes here, and I don't have access to it. After taking my notes, I watched a playthrough of it, and in an earlier alpha build, they found the machine gun in the sewers. But when I go there, and I have completely mapped out the sewers. In fact, I have a pretty good idea which way I want to go in the sewers and which order. But I get a note instead of a machine gun, so that was in his build. Our consciousness is going down. I don't think anything bad happens when it goes up to 0. While I have lost a lot of health, I think that's from falling damage. I don't think it's from consciousness. However, we don't want to pop these until we're about ready to fight, because this doesn't even last a full hour, I don't think. We'll be relying on our pistol for most of this. We have 182 shots. I won't be able to get headshots very easily right here. That's okay, not great. I guess I could build another barricade. Let's go ahead and do that. Some extra wood. The problem is I'll end up shooting the barricade. Like, right now I have very low visibility. And yeah, I can shoot through this until I've built it, but I don't know if I want to do that. F is also melee. I don't want to smack my own barricade. Alright, I think we just wait till night. These are ready to be built. My fallback point. There's a reason I have a fallback point. Not because I'm scared. You'll see why once the battle has begun. And we have to wait, I think, until 2100. So we'll be spending an hour in the house before we can defeat the boss. The zombies will spawn before the boss, so we will have to defend ourselves until then. I would imagine that at this moment they've spawned somewhere in the map and they're running to me, which is why it takes about 30 minutes for them to get to me. That's what I assume. Maybe they spawn exactly at 2030, who knows. In a way, it's good that I had this extra time because it means that I was somewhat efficient in what I was doing. Even though I only found the 5 feathers on my last trip out, I don't think that was my fault. I don't really find feathers in the fields, so you have to go search in the grass. Shooting the zombies can be a little bit more difficult with all of these barricades in the way, but I'd rather have the barricades than not, since these are fast zombies. Oh, I remember when I wanted to talk about throwables. Oh, there you are. So I end up shooting him in the chest, but he's not dead. He's not dead until the red thing appears. So I'm going to go ahead and just take one of these now. There we go, got him. Don't forget to search the zombies after you have defeated them. If you save and unload after the fight, I think all corpses loot disappear. I'm not sure if corpse loot disappears or just the corpses disappear, but I have found corpse loot after the body has disappeared. If that makes sense. It just looks like a pile of goo. I can repair these once it gets damaged enough when the game decides that I'm willing or able to spend resources on it. I can also dismantle it and then rebuild it for the full resources. When you dismantle, you get everything back, at least that the barricade was remaining. So that is something I could do, but it's not necessarily a good idea to dismantle it while I'm being besieged. Alright, didn't get to the headshot in time. Generally, one shot will make them go limp, but they're not dead until you get to see the red reticle. And that's why I wanted more firepower per bullet. If you're able to do headshots consistently, then maybe the higher capacity round is better. Like, I would have thought that would have hit him in the head, but it apparently didn't. I'm probably hitting defense. I don't think I'm missing that badly. I don't have any more wires, so it's not like I can really repair this. Yeah. Like, there's nothing I can do about that. Alright. Almost skill time. Oh. When he says, I'm scared, it means your consciousness is down. I was about to activate my purple powder. They can also hit you through the barricade, so if you get too close. It takes a while for your character to start attacking with the chainsaw. I was left click as soon as I saw the eye. He's probably upstairs, but I want to make sure that there's nothing downstairs first. As far as I know, the eye doesn't reappear in areas you've already cleared, and you cannot run with the chainsaw. Makes sense. That's why you'll see me put away the chainsaw every time, so I can run around. There's only one eye at a time. You have to keep finding it. It's like whack-a-mole. There's no eye in the master bedroom. What do I call it? This is why I said get familiar with the house. Come on. It can attack you, so I wouldn't get too close. Chainsaw doesn't seem to do anything though, but it will keep it from attacking you. And this is why I wanted a fallback point. This takes a while. So now the zombies can break in, and it doesn't matter. They're not going to break through those barricades if I finish this eye. They clear the premises. While many of them will run, you can still hear them around, and they may still decide to aggro. You can see that when I've dismantled it, it dropped the barricades on the floor. Okay, doesn't look like he actually got through. At this point, you're supposed to talk to the guy, but I want to make a save before that. Because I have experienced problems. They never attack that one. They do attack that one, they just didn't this time around. Chances are I'm never going to need barricades again, but I don't know what else to do with the planks. So I'm just going to go ahead and reapply everything, but leave it down so that I can walk through it. And since wire is a scarce commodity, I won't be using that for the rest of the building protection. Alright, we'll go and reorganize our supplies again. I hope that's not too tiresome. We survived a night. And like I said, it wasn't that hard, but I was well prepared for it. Unfortunately, wire does not stack. That's okay. Put that over here. Nails here. Lock. Trying to decide if I wanted to refuel my chainsaw or not. throwables. This throwables themselves are middle mouse button. Consumables, I believe, are X. So when you want to use them, that's how you do that. When you want, and by the way, you can use items you don't have. Like I don't have a med kit. I put that up, but it's still in my consumable slot. The game's a little buggy that way. Remember, it's an alpha 0.4. I'm gonna drag everything off of this. And as for consumables, we'll just do. I have it in order that the status bar is in. Throwables. I don't want to put up the chainsaw. I keep forgetting that the game will just make my fuel disappear. Or lower my durability entirely, as with the rusty hatchet earlier. Want to carry arrows. Fuses. Enjoy some food. Great. Man, I'm gonna need a lot more purple powder. Then we'll go and make a save. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave that save for now, and we're gonna talk to this guy. I'm gonna talk to him, and I'm gonna. Okay, hold on. So what I need to do for this live recording, I'm gonna talk to him, but I'm gonna skip through his dialogue. Okay. So that I can get the phone call, because if you miss the phone call, it doesn't update your mission objectives, which I don't know if plays a factor or not. But if I go through his dialogue too fast, I don't get the key. And so this might take more than one try to work correctly. And when I load, I lose a lot of my information in the game, like the notes you picked up. I don't know. So hopefully I don't have to load. But I do know for sure that if I let him talk, I miss the phone call. And normally you can access the phone call by going into your inventory, fourth tab on the right, or fourth tab going to the right. And then if I can load the game successfully, I will let his dialogue play out. In a scene, I'll edit it in here. All right, here we go.
Holy shit! You actually did it, kid. The night should be much safer with that thing gone. You fixed the whole situation here, kid. Kinda. If you are planning to escape from here, there is one more thing to do. You see, there is a tunnel behind this house. It leads to the other side of the island. We were driving through there when... I swear we are living through the end times, kid. That tunnel is alive. It moves and moans in pain. It's like being inside the belly of a serpent. Then this horrific sound, like 1,000 horns of the apocalypse. The walls collapsed. Last thing I remember is the hand of God taking my squad into that dark tunnel. I don't know how long I was out, but when I woke up, my leg was pinned under a slab of concrete. Somehow I managed to free myself and made my way here to this house. The only way to get to the other side of the island now is to bypass the tunnel using the sewers. But you will need a gas mask first, and the only mask is inside that car in that fucking tunnel. Here, take the keys. The mask is inside. With the mask, you should be able to survive in the sewers long enough to get to the other side of the island. And one more thing, kid. Repent your sins before you enter that tunnel. Good luck, kid.
The military installation is therefore on the north of the island, and the only way there is through the sewers, but you will need a gas mask to survive down there. I see the tunnel the sergeant was talking about. It is located in the north, a few hundred meters from the house. If we are to believe him, in that tunnel you should find a vehicle, and inside the vehicle there should be some biosafety equipment. The story he told about the creature sounds like a delusion of a man in the throes of PTSD. But considering what we have seen so far, I advise you to proceed with extreme caution. Find the mask and get out of there immediately.
Yeah, let's see if I have a key. I try to leave it. Okay, good. He gave me the key this time. If I mash E too fast, I do not get this military van key. And intelligence, you don't get the tunnel expedition if you never accept that phone call. Normally, if you miss a phone call, it'll be here anyways, and you can play it if you missed it. So when you do play it, you have to sit here. You can't just exit out this menu. However, yeah, that didn't happen on my first time through. I just sort of missed the phone call because I wanted to hear the dialogue, and I did not get the tunnel key. I mean, I did not get the access mission. All right, so we are done. Let's go hunting for some zombies or something. I see at least 2 in the front corpse, another 3rd in the back, and then another 4th over there. So that's a lot of zombies, probably a lot more than I bargained for. But we could try it anyways. Let's see what happens when I shoot them. If I wait till 5:30 a.m., they'll start to burn up, but that's really not worthwhile. I sat here watching them just to see, just so that I can know, oh, that's right, my character's scared. That's fine, let's not do this now then. I don't want to eat a consciousness pill just so I can shoot straight. There's some things that are following me right there in the bushes. I don't see them very well, but they're following me. Feathers? No, just rocks. I think that was a fox. Sounds like a monster, but I'm pretty sure that was not a monster. Alright, so this next battle, I have no idea how to do. You're welcome to tell me. I have not found any information on this. It's that rabbit that's following that's making all that noise. Not the rumbling noise. I can't, unfortunately, see if I can get my arrow back. There we go. There's nothing to see. You didn't miss anything. You have to walk up here for the cutscene. It's not really a cutscene in a traditional sense, so I can still move around, run away. But yeah, I've never been able to defeat this guy. I don't know what you're supposed to do. You can't interact with this. Attacks to him don't do anything. Here, I'll even shoot a bullet at him. Alright. It's gonna have this little pulsing thing. It's the same thing that would have happened to the mouth earlier. Like a invisible shield. Watch, I'll shoot the eyeball. You hear that? Try shooting the mouth. Try shooting the car. So that suggests to me that my attacks are ineffective. Now, I have tried shooting the undercarriage of the car. I've tried making him attack this truck to see if it will blow up. So here, I'll just walk forward and then run back. Still got hit. Now my character's bleeding. But nothing happened. Like, the car doesn't blow up. Let's go ahead and patch up my wounds. I need to actually get some bandages, apparently. I wasn't actually expecting to get hit, because I don't normally get hit. Now my character's going to bleed for a while. That's you can see in the bottom left. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that guy. I can't hurt him, and he doesn't move out after you, so it's basically a stalemate. I have danced in front of him several times, maybe having him hit the white truck, we'll say 20 times. Nothing happens. Yeah, I should have brought bandages. The rope will automatically make you scale it from the correct side when you walk into it. Now, again, all of this is as of my alpha build. And fortunately, I know where my medicine is. So it's top tab. There we go. Bandage the wound, but I've suffered quite a bit of damage from that. Let's go ahead and just sniff some of this green powder. Took me about three powders, yeah. Carry that with me for now. Might need a little more. Yeah, if you have any idea how I'm actually supposed to fight that guy, let me know. I've shot at him, I've chainsawed him, I've thrown grenades into the mouth. Nothing. I want the belladonna, but not the poison berries. Arrows, 2 doses of soothing remedy. Okay. Now that I'm going to head into the sewers, or whatever you want to call it, yeah, sewers, we will go and take shots at those zombies. I didn't want to do so earlier because my consciousness would have been depleted basically by the time I enter the sewers. I don't have 2 consciousness pills. I have pills actually. I don't know if those are special, so I'm holding on to those. Alright, let me kill the thing that's lurking around the sewers. They're little baby monsters. They might have already wandered off to try to chase me. Oh, that's rocks. I'm not sure how well your arrows still work when you're conscious, because my shots are not, my bow is not wavering right now. I don't remember it messing with me that much, but you see my pistol's shaking so much. I count at least 4 enemies, possibly 5. There's 3 right there, 1 here and 1 here. I didn't kill him. There's a green reticle. Oh, there's another one right here. pretty sure that would have been a headshot. But alright, game. I'm gonna see if many of my arrows hit the head, but I don't know. It's hard to tell. And that's what hunting the zombies are like at night. Nothing particularly that grievous. Like I said earlier, they're a good source of income for you if you need supplies. They dropped ammo, food, water, beer. As far as I know, downing 5 beers in a row has no side effects in the game. Maybe it's this one that had the babies in it. There's 2 sewers that lead to the same region. I'm pretty sure it's the far one that has the babies next to it, normally. Alright, before we head into the basement, I will want a full battery on my helmet. And I want to clear inventory, because there's so much loot down there, it's going to take me a few trips. 2 to 3 trips to deplete it of everything. You notice that my arrow is missing from my bow as well. It will still use up an arrow shot, and I'm not sure you can actually hurt anything with it. You notice I still have a flashlight, so I just put up my helmet. Donna. Marigold. I need more Valerian. I don't normally have that much problem finding Valerian stuff. As far as bandages go, you can see that 2 stacks of cloth is 48 kilograms total, and 6 bandages is 48. I think the maximum is 10 bandages, so we'll go and make some more. The cloth we had found fighting. Make an extra one just in case. And yeah, that would be an extra stack. Branches probably in this one. Maybe it's down here. I know I kept some small branches somewhere. Those. Rid of the poison berries. Pass this bandage on here. I don't need all those bullets, but it's fine. There's no room in that military case. I want to scatter my stuff throughout the whole house. Alright, that looks pretty good. And we'll refill on water. I wanted to stack up all the cases. I knew that there had a few of them that are partial. It's this one, right? This one leads to the rope? Yes, okay. Yeah, let's get going. Equip the bow to get the arrow out. We'll take the far one. That actually works better according to my map. Be very careful walking down this. If you don't flip to the ladder like I just did, step back and try again, because you will fall to your death. So the reason why I wanted to take this one was this is basically what I would call a dead end part of the map. I don't know if I really want to take the fire extinguishers. There's just extra space. Who knows? Maybe the game will require me to need it one day. If assuming the alpha even lets me carry my save over. Drop in a couple of fuses, flip the light. And even though it never matters, I like to close the panel. It'll always flip back open when I return to the area. Yeah, this is what I would call a dead end, and even worse than that, this dead end has a lever junction system where it closes one entrance to get to the other. So this one's open right now. You'll want to close it down so you can access more of the dungeon. So this is basically where you would exit the map from, essentially, is what I'm saying. Let's see if it works. Okay, even though I don't see the arrow, it still exists. These guys will respawn, so do your business, and just remember them if you happen to get lost in the dungeon and keep wandering around in circles. So we went through A01. Let's flip this to B05. So that area we were just in was A01. Well, we have locked that down. That's where we came through. So we are done in this side, and so we can lock down this area now. Still, I don't like seeing it without the arrow. Oops. They always spawn in the rooms, but they can walk their way out. I like what happens when they attack you and hit you. Your character squeezes them like a zit that's ready to pop. There's I've generally encountered 4 to 5 in this room, but it looks like it was only 3. This is why I wanted to bring fuses with me. You'll find plenty of fuses around, but sometimes not every room has one. So this is where that one player found a machine gun. For me, I just get a note. The lights seem not to work. The panels scattered in the sewers must be found to make its exploration easier. I'm also leaving the last fuses I have left. To anyone who tries to cross over to the other side, I wish the best of luck. So I did find gas mask filters. I have not found the gas mask, which I assume is in the military vehicle from the sound of it. The military vehicle that is being held by the face monster in the tunnel, which I cannot hurt with my weapons. I assume I'm supposed to head down to the sewers after I do the gas mask stuff, but I don't know how to defeat the boss. So once I finish exploring the sewers, I'll make another save, and then head over to the boss again and spend the last of my ammunition. Spending all my ammunition on the boss impotently is not really a bad way to exit the video. Alright, this is what I call the lobby. It's basically, this is the leading to the house. I will shove everything into this cabinet here. I don't need to pick up this stuff again. That's right next to the entrance. Over here is what I call a sealed ladder. There's nothing on this side, but we'll go ahead and head over there anyways, just to show you. I call it sealed ladder because you can't do anything with it. The ladder is broken and the manhole's covered. See any loot? Like, I always take really good notes on every game I play. There's really no reason to drop down here. I've marked it on my map with a little white border. And then I have yellow borders here to mark stuff like engine room and where to head next. Alright, we will go this way first. To turn on the lights. We generally see them around the stairs. But if you move fast enough, they will be in the room below. Everything down here. Now we'll head to the engine room and flip over the switch that leads to the A01 area. That's the junction thing I was talking about. I've never found anything in a wood box, but the green arrow makes me want to look inside. Okay, and then we'll flip the other one, leading on to where you need the gas mask. I'll go and head there for now because it's still nighttime. So that'd be this way. Go and drop off our supplies again. As much as I can drop, but I'm not going to pick up that much while we're gone. I have a pistol on me. Yeah, 8 rounds, but I didn't bring any bullets with me because I wasn't really expecting to need it. There's a possibility I'm still encounter an enemy. But yeah, earlier we went through that gate, which led to the other exit, which we've sealed off with multiple junction boxes at this point. So this next area is pretty good because there's a save point here as well. I get stuck on the sewer. So this is the other save point in the game. One is the master bedroom in the house. The other is this region right here. And by the way, I've fallen through the world in both save points just to see, because I wasn't sure if there was one was safer than the other. For me, I guess either my game file gets so big that I can't load the world, or my computer's just too slow, period. But that's all in this region. Now, the reason, but above the previous intersection leads to the gas area, and there are zombies. You'll hear them roar and stuff, so we'll start walking just not to attract attention. If it wasn't for this power box, I wouldn't have even bothered. That's it. That's really it. So let's head up, see if we see any zombies. If not, we'll leave. But entering that room will be death. This room right here will kill you. Those zombies breathing on the floor seem to be part of the terrain. Because I've shot at them and stuff, nothing happens. But walking into the room, your character will get covered in yellow something, gas, and then he dies. So you need the gas mask to proceed on. And we're done. Alright, let me double check those lockers, but otherwise I think we're done here. We've completely covered everything in the sewers, head to toe. Top to bottom. Top to bottom, that's what you say. And by the time we finish piling everything into the house, it'll probably be daytime. Let's see if any babies are waiting to ambush me. Oh, wrong. I keep doing that. So it's to the right after I enter. My battery for the helmet was already half depleted, and I knew exactly where I was going in that dungeon. Alright, cloth. I might as well make more bandages just to stack things up. Here's what we'll do. We'll make bandages out of all the remaining cloth I have on. Remember that this one weighs a lot more. I'd rather just make powders and bandages separate. Put the nails up. Grab this so I can fully stack the logs. And we'll just sort out more of the inventory. Oh yeah, you can rotate things too. So if I wanted to rotate this medkit, I can hit R while I'm holding and dragging it. But yeah, I don't like inventory Tetris. And you can't move things around when that's why I had to pull them out. You can't drag things to swap. For example, this metal ring, if I want to swap with electronic components, clicking and dragging here doesn't do anything. Even if I was like this, you notice it drops it to the beginning. So that's same idea applies here. So if I wanted to actually organize the order things show up in, I would have to pull them all out first. And you can't even stack them together. So if this was 1 and 1, you couldn't just drag it on top. You'd have to pull that all out. Normally I'd leave the helmet there, but it keeps beeping, so I take it out to shut it off. Short branches inside, that's my source of arrows, but really I'm limited on feathers. Really carry rocks. Rope. Components in here as well, I suppose. Left fuses. Carry the partial stack. I don't know what to do with this tape. It's iron. Yeah, my house is very, very well organized, as you can see. Super organized. Hopefully you'll forgive me that the nails are on the left side of the other cabinet. Sometimes the game does that. 760. This is full, that's right. Fairly heavy. Bombs are not. Molotovs are. But because it's so well organized, I know where everything is. And that's important. I mix up my Molotovs in clear water. Probably. Make another trip to grab everything else in that the cave that I left. Always make sure your character snaps to the ladder. Yeah, we were in this cave for, we'll say, 3 hours. Sewers, and for 3 hours, and my battery was half gone. We have everything. I'm always well stocked, loot everything, and I like to think organized in some fashion. Because having stuff is not really useful to you if you can never find it. You have no idea that's there. Like if I had an assault rifle that's in this house, I never picked it up, it does me no good. There's the rest of my Molotovs. I knew I had more than 3. And I always keep doing that. I also thought it was strange I only had 2 gas filters, so I'm glad I have more. Make more bandages out of all that. Nails, metal, Molotovs. And if for some reason you were short on fuses or even nails, you can make them out of scrap metal. But I don't know another source of metal, so be aware of that. Stack these nails. And I think my metal drawer is pretty much at capacity, yeah. So some extra rope laying around because it doesn't fit in any of my drawers. And it would if I made, say, more bandages, which I might do. But rope is really, really plentiful. Because you can just make it out of all the wicker I find everywhere. Okay, I'm leaving the rest of this stuff here because I don't have a weapon that uses the 7.62. And we're done. Let me finish charging up my helmet, make sure my stats are good, and we'll make another save. Use some food. It'll be daytime in a minute here. We can catch any zombies that are on fire and loot them for money. They may have already started running at 5:30. I don't see anybody. I know this is the area we killed the zombies in, but they would have respawned by now. That's fine. But I believe I've done everything I possibly can in the game. I've searched all the stuff in the map. I've hit every basically landmark location and then some. Like there's the barn. It's in the far corner of the map. Behind the barn is the literal corner of the map. That's where I tried to set up my first base in the game because it's a nice little flat field plateau above the barn, right? And then over there is the house. So basically we can see all of the map from here. We'll head to the giant cavern. My character's consciousness is going way up. That's one of the reasons why you don't want to necessarily just spin them, because it goes way too fast. I'm surprisingly short on Valerian root, and that red reticle, I think it just indicated a bunch of zombies are dying right now. Somewhere else in the map, yeah. And that one's just a cave-in. There's other cave-ins around the map, but nothing that I have been able to find that you can. One has the save code, but yeah, I don't know what to do about this guy. So we'll just shoot everything at him. I've already made my save. We're good. Helmet doesn't tell me anything with or without it. I have no reason to believe this works. And by the way, I have spent all my bullets on him, just to make sure. We'll press tab and then use the mouse wheel up or down to select different items. Like, for example, I could take consciousness pill if I wanted. My character's already maxed consciousness. Seeing this does not faze him in the slightest. It's just being at night. He's scared of the dark. Let's try switching weapons. Like, there's nothing I can interact with. My weapons don't affect him at all. You can't interact with this vehicle, not even the bed of it. So you can't interact with the doors, the hood. Well, I could have looted the hood of the truck that I found my axe and killed the dog at, but it's fine. He's trying to hit me with the car, but it's hitting me a little bit. And I've tried grabbing onto the car. I've tried attacking the car when he hits you with it. Like, I thought maybe, okay, maybe you just open the thing and grab the mask while he's swinging it down. Nothing. Even to try jumping on the car, your character flies back as if he got hit by the car. So just touching the car sends your character flying. I don't hear the whoop whoop sound right now, but I'm sure my shots are still ineffective. First off, there's no blood splatter. There's no indication that I'm actually hitting anything. No, I've broken the sound at this point. There we go. Have I done everything? I've thrown grenades, Molotovs. I haven't thrown this, I suppose. Throw that at him. Shotgun, chainsaw. I mean, I guess I haven't axed him. I don't think the game likes me being this close to him. Yeah, it just bounced off something. Like an invisible skybox or something. Otherwise, everything seems to sail right through him. Let's go ahead and use the axe, and we'll end the game. If you know what you're supposed to do here, please let me know, and then we'll see what's behind the gas area in the zombie cave. Thank you very much for watching Tran Plays Vorax Demo. I'll see you next time.